Clearly, as you watch this video, as you take a moment out of your day today to explore what might be important to you in terms of how you manage your mind, your reality is totally different to every other person who is watching this video, to every other person around you. Your reality, your version of reality, is unique to you. Unfortunately, however, your reality shares an important trait with everyone else's version of reality. And that is that it has nothing to do with reality. When we perceive reality, we take information or raw data in through our five senses. We see it, feel it, hear it, smell it, or taste whatever is going on. When that raw data comes into our system, it is just that, raw data. We have to make sense of that raw data, and to make sense of that raw data we add what psychology calls our top-down knowledge or our stored knowledge. So we have information coming in through our five senses into this sausage machine, for want of a better expression, our stored knowledge. That raw data gets churned around in our sausage machine, our stored knowledge, and comes out the other end, filtered as our version of reality. It is an automatic process. It is the way we are hardwired. There are evolutionary reasons why we are hardwired that way, and were we not hardwired that way, we simply wouldn't be here at all. Unfortunately, however, what made us succeed evolutionarily is now our Achilles heel. Because we can't see reality, we can't see what's going on, and therefore we can't act accordingly because of the way we evaluate what's going on by interpreting everything through our stored knowledge. As I say, this is an automatic process. Our minds run automatically, and obviously there are huge benefits to that. For example, if we had to pay a huge amount of attention to the way we drive a car every day, if we had to even get back to the point of wondering what this round steering wheel was in our hands, then that would cause even more problems than we already have in our lives. So there is a huge benefit in being automatic, and I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that you move away from being automatic, but what I am suggesting is that we can all be automatic in a qualitatively different way. It only requires a small step, but in a way that will totally transform our experience of reality, totally transform our ability to act, which is many miles removed from reacting, particularly to what we think is going on, and consequently transform our lives. We have our five senses. We have this guy in the middle, our stored knowledge, the middleman. What I am suggesting is that you cut out the middleman. The middleman will always be there, your stored knowledge. You can't unlearn it. But what you can do instead of filtering the data through your stored knowledge is you simply bypass your stored knowledge and perceive reality as it actually is. Now, meditation is the most powerful way to do that, because when you meditate, you simply focus on what your senses are telling you. In meditation, we tend to turn off 1 or 2 or even 3 or 4 of our senses. So we might, for example, close our eyes and simply focus on what we are hearing. In doing so, instead of channeling the information into our stored knowledge, we are actually channeling the information all the way around, avoiding our stored knowledge and simply being one with an experience of the moment. Exactly the same thing if we turn off all 4 senses except the sense of feeling, when we become one with our breathing and what it feels like to breathe. Neuroscience proves that if you channel your mental traffic down a route of your choosing in your brain will restructure itself, it will rewire itself. The very structures and neural pathways and the axons of those neurons within your brain will be transformed. And you reach a tipping point whereby, through meditation, Your brain becomes rewired to the point whereby your preferred and default way of being automatic is to avoid your stored knowledge. Be one with reality. Act and do the things that need to be done to the very best of your ability to get what you truly want out of life.